Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2. Let's go. Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan Malaysia. If you are new to our channel, please smash the like button, click subscribe on the bottom right hand corner, and also turn on the bell notification.
Ding dong.
Oh, fast like
On
yeah,
point.
fast like yeah, fast like
Like
safe.
DKR
Okay,
like
so you'll be
Fast like
notified
DKR.
when we release a new video or when we go live. Okay, guys, and also don't forget, please vote for your man of the match. Okay, not much choices lah. Okay, basically, and also rate the players. Okay, probably we'll keep the scale down to 0 to 3 lah today, 1 to 3 lah. So just vote, and then we'll go live tomorrow for our players rating. Okay, guys. So the derby is done. Okay, I don't know whether this is the worst we can get, and then things will get better from here or whatnot. But then I'm feeling depressed. I'm like in a verge of bursting into frustration, tears, depression, whatever you name it. I'm feeling it right now. Okay, so a wise man once said, we must always look for the silver lining. Okay, so we are going to start by pointing out the positives today. Okay, Doc. Okay, wait, guys. Still, Doc and Pijal chill, right? A lot of positive to go around. I will give you a chance to talk, so don't worry. We'll start with Doc first. Positives today.
Oh, I thought Pijal would be more positive one to go with.
I don't know. Start with you first. Start with you first. You're about to jump ship, so I'll start with you first.
Positives, huh? You said the
Oh,
rating
man.
is like from 0 to 3, right? I think it should increase to 7 or 8. There's one guy who deserves a 7 or 8. That was the only silver lining as far as I saw.
I don't know. I'm speechless. But then, how about that goal? How about that slip? Wait, that was like so. I don't know that second goal. I don't know, man. For that alone, I think we should actually reduce it below 6 lah. Doc.
No,
I'm
I don't
sorry
think
lah.
that
I'm
goal
just
is his
sorry.
fault, to be honest. That should have been cleared by either Maguire or Shaw. Actually, more Shaw than Maguire. I think Maguire is a bit forward already. That should have been cleared by Shaw. Proactive defending, if you see, and I've spoken about this before, City's defenders, people like Diaz and Stones, they would have cleared it first. And then think about the rest of it later, whether it's a corner or not. You're close to half-time. How did you let that go? In fact, even if you let it go, you should be aware there's a man behind you. You should block off the man. Simple as that. And the reason why I'm not blaming Dia for this, and not because I'm biased, but sometimes when a shot comes in from very close and it's a mishit, he didn't really like a full-blooded shot. It's very difficult to budget when it's very close to you, even though it's near post and people say, oh, it's near post, you should have saved it and all. It's very difficult to budget when somebody mishits a shot from that close because you're ready for a full-blooded shot. So I would actually lay the blame on Shaw. Proactive defending, you clear the ball first, think about the repercussions later. That should have been done near halftime. It was a bad goal to concede close to halftime.
Okay, we got a comment by Eddie's channel. Positive, we only kena 2 goals here. Donny got to play 10 minutes. Tellis got to play. Okay, Pijal. Any positive, or you masih senyum lagi lah. Any positive that we can take from this game to motivate us to go on, push on again. We go again.
Positif. The only positif ni I boleh cakap macam doktor kata lah, the silver lining is the Gea punya the heroic save lah, because if not because of him, then it's gonna be much more worse, probably more than Liverpool punya game. But one thing I nak cakap, one thing is that Ole is doing what the netizen wants. Bring on Van de Beek and sub off Fred. See, 10 minutes games, adalah satu dua yang punca game kan. But then I boleh nampak lah the technical ability yang Van de Beek ada offer pada team. But then still the game like macam dah even finish lah maksudnya. Van de Beek cannot offer much more than that.
Yeah, at least this time, he got 10 minutes instead of his usual 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saving the next comment for Ayrton. But before that, I just want to say one thing. The players, I don't want any of your apology. I don't want you to come in front of the camera and apologize to the fans and we go again. Or it's embarrassing. Enough of that bullshit. I'm not going to watch any of their videos today. Okay, Ayrton, anything you want to say?
Well, first and foremost, after my last appearance on JomUnited, I've been sick. Now I'm back. I would just like to say, some people have said also that I kind of went overboard also during my last appearance on the show. So I would just like to apologize to absolutely no one. I told you this is gonna happen. I told you from that day. I told you guys 1,000 times this is gonna happen. I am lost for words, guys. I am seriously lost for words. I don't know how we can bring positives into this. Kudos to David Haya. Man, he tried. But I need to calling out for the mistake. I'm sorry, Doc. But other than that, it was shocking beyond belief. I don't know why. Man, I'm on the verge of tears. Man, I'm on the verge of tears. Can we just go to the next question? Go to the next agenda first, because I don't know what to say. I'm close to tears. I'm really
Actually,
close
to
to
be
tears.
honest, right? To be honest, usually, right, before we go live and whatnot, I got this agenda and the list prepared and stuff. But for this particular game, right, I mean, after the consecutively bad games that we had, I consider the Spurs one and the Atlanta one wasn't very, very good games, lah. Okay, so I was like kind of like whatever goes, man. He's like, I don't know what else to actually like say and question. So I'm just gonna ask Doc straight away, lah, Doc. Okay, Doc and Pijal. Sorry, this one the spotlight is on you guys because you are very. I mean, you guys got a voice of your own, and you are on the camp of Ole In. So, Doc, I'm gonna start with you first, upfront, bluntly. Are you still Ole In?
Well, he had 3 games to save his job. He got a win against a very poor Spurs, a lucky draw at Atlanta, and today's performance, very poor, to be honest. I mean, you're playing at home. I know you're playing a very strong City team who hold on to the ball, right? But on the counter attack, there should be some results. And today we didn't see anything. There were phases in the game where probably somewhere midway through the first half and then starting the second half where we had some possession, but there was nothing being done with the possession, right? At one point, I think they showed the stats, it was like 50-50, but there was nothing being done at all. Every time City got the ball and came forward, they looked terribly dangerous. They looked like the home team, actually, and that was whatever said and done, it was a very poor performance from me if I'm looking at it. And I don't think in these 3 games he has done anything to sort of convince anybody that his job is safe, right? So the haters will be out. The brickbats will be out definitely as well. And the only thing is now is like, I think who are the options that are available currently. I mean, we're going into an international break. Somehow I doubt he was going to survive this international break.
Doc,
yeah.
Doc, you gotta stop being a politician and answer the question. Are you Ole in or are you Ole out?
It really depends on who we have available, actually. Eventually.
Yes.
But does it, you can't get any worse than this, right? By the way, we got a comment by Brian Lee. I want Pijal to be my lawyer. Even if I did commit murder, he will still defend me. So I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it can actually get any more worse than this. I mean, regardless whoever that we bring in as well. So Pijal, what do you think, Pijal?
But then again, who is available now? The question is who is available. Don't talk about Ten Hag, because he never managed big player. I don't know lah. From what I've seen, he never managed big players. Do you think he can manage all these CR7, all these other people that the current player yang kita ada dalam Man United squad? I don't think he can. Then don't talk about Zidane lah. Zidane is gonna be like 1 or 2 years here. So kalau 1 or 2 years here, then who else? See that's my problem with these people want to sack Ole. Who else do you want to bring in? That's my question.
Okay, so assuming like right now, right, if just say you are still Ole in and stuff, so what kind of changes can we do? And then another thing, we talk about formation 3-5-2, 4, whatever it is that he plays, 4-2-3-1 or whatever it is, right? Do you think that the players got any idea what they are supposed to do on the field? From what I was watching just now, right, you look at City, the way City played, the style, every time they move forward with the ball, right, there's a certain pattern of play. Whereas United, every time they move forward with the ball, right, either player tertinggal kat belakang ke, overrun ke, or something like that. Do you really think that the players now have any idea what they are supposed to do at the moment? Pijal.
I rasa this is the after effect of the Liverpool punya game lah, because of last season kita play 4-2-3-1. It works. I can't deny that there are some games yang tak works, there are some games yang works, but you can tak boleh nak nafikan bahawa all the season ni last season punya talk last season punya talk boleh nampak the formation yang kita guna 4-2-3 it works, but then this season somehow macam saya cakap masa Liverpool game tu, the CR7 effect ada mainkan peranan pasal benda tu menyebabkan this formation 4-2-3-1 doesn't really works. And also after that whack against Liverpool tu make our defense ni macam low in confidence tau. So that's why Ole convert back to 5 defenders in terms of nak make sure the defenders to have some orang kata self belief lah. Dia kata I can still defend, I can defend and kept on clean sheet. I think what Ole has done for the past 3 games is that he doesn't want to at least concede more than 3 goals per game, because you can see before Liverpool or before the game against Spurs kita dah concede at least 3 goal per game if I'm not mistaken lah, the stats kan. So mungkin for the past 3 games ni Ole just make sure we don't concede goals. Let's try nick and goal over, but then maybe after international break you can see the progress. I hope that there is a progress in terms of attacking wise, because Ole doesn't really orang kata apa too focus in terms of the defensive wise. That's my opinion lah for the past 3 games yang kita dah lalui ni.
Okay, we got a comment here by Rob. We are singing and dancing still. Rob, I got a question for you. The one that towards the end of the game they were singing "Ole Ole Ole." Is it from the away fans or is it the home fans? So this is something that is baffling for me actually.
I think Rob also must be singing Ole out lah there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Eriton, talking about progression again, we always go back to the word progression. Okay, progression from last season to this season. Last season, usually we can actually nick a draw with teams like this. Okay, we already played. Pijal mentioned that. Okay, maybe now we are trying to build a fortress in the defense. Don't leak any goals, but yet with 7 players or however many players at the back, we are still leaking goals. So, what do you think about that? Do you see any progression?
I mean, it's been 3 years, Tom. Come on, 3 years. If anything, what's the opposite of progression?
Regression.
regression, or whatever it is. 3 years, and we are still seeing. Okay, I don't want to curse. Rubbish on the field. How are we going? How are we going to go forward with this? Okay, let me put this way, guys. You know, like every time, controversy creates content. For myself in marketing, especially in marketing in social media, controversy creates content, and then when we rant, we will get the views, we'll get the views, we'll get good content over there, but I will trade it all for the world, trade all of this for United just to win again, just to win and just to bring me happiness. We were talking before the show, Dom. You know, like, okay, it's we got a couple of good things to say, but it's depressing. We just want United to win. I cannot, man. I'm on the verge of tears because it's just so bad. I don't understand how people can defend that. It's beyond belief that a team that we love so much, a team that we grew up watching, the style of play, plays that certain way without any belief, without even trying. The second half was abysmal. The first half was horrendous. I can't. Like I said, the only positives I can take from that was David De Gea's not letting us concede another 4 or 5 goals, because I don't know, man. I think this is the first show ever that I really got nothing to say. The only thing I can say is #Ole out that I wrote today. I don't want. People are saying that, you know, like, oh, try to be positive. How? You tell me how? I'm not in the mood to joke also as well. Usually I'll laugh at what Brian Lee will say, but I can't even do that right now. I seriously can't.
Brian Lee also, there's no comments from Brian Lee. He's running out of ideas. He's probably in tears now also, Brian Lee. You got anything to say, Brian Lee? We'll point out your comments.
Let's put it this way, you know, like, okay, I kind of agree with the guys also as well that, you know, who's out there, but at the same time, so it can't get worse than this, right? It seriously cannot get any worse than this. Zero passion, zero desire, zero ideas, zero tactical knowledge of even how to play the game. How? We're talking about players who are getting paid 200 to 500,000 a week. Players who are worth 80 million in the market, 70 million in the market, 50 million, what have you. Harry Maguire, if that Bokana once again says I'm sorry to the fans, I
No, no,
tell
no,
you, I'm
no, no
going to
more, no more,
abuse
no
that
more.
guy. Like, tell you,
Done, done. It's done. Apology is
please,
done. It's
enough,
enough,
enough, enough with that. I don't know lah. How I don't know how Pijal is and Doc is also going to spin this when if they want to keep Ole in the job. I would like to hear from Pijal. You know, I know things got testy between us the last time, Pijal. Like I said, I will not apologize for what I said. What said has been said. But how can you still say keep Ole in the job after a performance like that? Please,
Okay.
elaborate.
Before that, we got a comment by Eddie. Eddie's channel. City was being nice in the second half, lah, just like how Liverpool was being nice. It's true, you know. I feel like somehow maybe they still want Ole in a job. You know, they were saying that if he was 2-0, Ole wouldn't get sacked. 3-0, Ole would have gotten sacked. You know, that kind of thing. We are like becoming a joke. Okay, so back to Pijal. The question by Eriton. So sila.
You're muted, bro.
Purposely mute himself.
Penat aku
Oh,
cakap.
man.
See, that's the thing. Yang si, I don't know lah. For me, I still think that only for me lah. This is my only KPI. I don't know about you guys. You guys maybe have KPI for every game, kan? Bila dah menang, Ole in. Bila dah kalah, Ole out. I don't know about you or maybe Editon or Doc have different KPI. But for me, my KPI is that he must win at least one trophy at the end of the season. That would be my KPI. So what, regardless of for me, I take game by game now. Okay, if this game we don't perform, then hopefully then this is must, orang kata lagi berharap next game that we perform better. So if you want to see progression, of course lah, the result pun tak nampak sangat, but if you want to see progression, boleh cakap lah macam fan dok kata lah, daripada 5-0 at least kita kalah 2-0. I don't know lah if
Oh my God, no, we cannot use that as a
Yes,
measuring
that's-
stick lah. We cannot.
see that's the thing.
Pijal,
That's the thing. I
cannot.
kata,
Pijal, we cannot.
you don't use that troll item or troll point mengatakan last time kita kalah 5-0, this time kalah 2-0. No, I don't. That's why I don't look Ole game by game. I look Ole what he has done for the past 3 seasons. See that's why
Pijal.
I want yes.
Question. Okay, you check up. Your KPI is a trophy. What trophy that we can win? Possibly we can
Any
win a
trophy.
chance. That means, are you trying to say that even the league we can still win the league now? If Chelsea, are you aware? If Chelsea win the next game right against Burnley or whoever,
Burnley.
they will be 11 points ahead of us. 11 points ahead of us will actually put us, I think, out of the challenging for the title already. Probably we are fighting for top 4 best or top 3 best.
We can still believe. This is why the hashtag believe is so important. We believe even 11 point kita still can catch Chelsea. Anything can happen from November until May. Anything can happen. Chelsea might lose a player. Might lose a player. City, Liverpool, or even United can pick up form after this international break. Usually we start to kick things off. If you want to go for beyond the Alex Ferguson punya word, dia kata second half is the time where we always kick off. So who knows, maybe after second half.
I would just like to say
Alex Ferguson like that. Oh my God, I cannot take it, man. Oh my God,
First of all,
I check it.
Pijal, if I had your optimism in saying belief, I would probably still be my ex-girlfriend who cheated on me a couple of times, no. Because I believe her. Yeah, she told me she never cheated on me. Yeah, I believe her. Okay, there is ada batasnya lah aku nak cakap, bro. Seriously, ada batasnya. And also you say also like, the KPI is to win 1 trophy. Dah 3 tahun dia kat MU. Dah 3 tahun. Lepas tu kau cakap 1 trophy. Bro, we have to be challenging. Kau tengok apa badge ni? What's the badge you're wearing? We're Manchester United, the biggest club in the world. We shouldn't be just challenging for 1 trophy. We'll be challenging for the league. The league
So
is...
that's
Are we challenging for the league? Are we?
No. We are. No, we are not challenging the league.
Ah.
For me, I want us to challenge the league. But if we doesn't change the league, then at least we must win at least one trophy for me, regardless of any trophy. So that's for me. It's a progression.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys.
Okay. I'm going to point this question at the creator of hashtag belief. You are the celup punya tau. You know the copyright hashtag belief comes from only one person, and that person is Doc Digea. So Doc Digea, have you finally surrendered your copyright for the hashtag belief? Or are you
Pass
still
over to
holding on to
Pijal,
it?
is it? No, I mean, as a club, right? We've always been that hashtag belief has been there because we are a club who never gives in, no matter what the situation is, whatever it is, lah, right? Um, but again, today's performance was disappointing at home. I understand that, and the problem is you're playing five at the back, and we are still conceding so many chances, which shouldn't be happening, right? So the performance today was really, really disappointing. Now, again, I asked you the question: if Ole were to step down or get sacked, who is going to replace him? You need a proper replacement. I mean, the really good ones have all been taken up already. So then what? Are we just going to replace it for the sake of replacing? That person may not be able to also bring us immediate success, right? And that's what, as fans, we also want. So, I mean, whatever said and done, if the team is still playing for Ole, and if there's no proper um, replacement, would you still sack him? Would you still let him go? Because there's nobody else to take over the reins. Interim manager, another interim manager. Would you
Yeah,
want to consider
that's the
that?
thing. That's the thing. I think probably now, right, it's more to neutralize the toxicity in the fan base or whatever it is. I mean, seriously, I mean, Doc and Pija, I got this question also. Before this game, right? I mean, before this game started, yes, we all talk about we believe, everyone believe. Okay. Myself also, people was asking friends and whatnot, because they know that we are doing this channel. So they will ask for our opinion, United fans. Going into this game, what do you think? Are you confident of winning and whatnot? For me personally, what I told them was it's as if, right, schooling days, you did something bad, you're going to the discipline teacher's office, you're going to kena the whacking of your life, but then somehow in your mind you're thinking, okay, if I bullshit this, I say this, I might get away with it. So that is what I actually felt. So going into this particular game, okay, just wipe away the memories of us losing 2-0. Were you actually feeling confident and feeling good going into this game? We start with Doc first.
Yeah, definitely. I go into every game being positive, right? No matter what our form is, because we've been there before. We've lost under any manager lah. You go back to Ron Atkinson, you go back to, for my time, Ron Atkinson, and then Fergie. We had disastrous results before. I remember one streak where we lost, I think, to Newcastle 5-1, and then
5-0.
6-3 to Southampton. It was a bad phase. We still came through it. I mean, as a club or as a fan, I would still go into every game positive, no matter what is happening, whether we lost 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 10 in a row. I mean, that is, as fans, that's what we do, right? We want our club to win, no matter what. You will never find me going to a game, oh, you're going to get hammered, we're going to try and keep the score down. I don't think you'll ever find that. And that is what sometimes I feel us as fans, we're going to lose. How can you go into a game expecting to lose, no matter how bad the situation?
Yep.
Agree in that
I-
point. Definitely.
I echo what Doc said as well. I might be hashtag Ole out right now, but I go into every game thinking we could win. Because what this crest means to us, the belief behind it, the history behind it. Regardless of our form, we are Manchester United. On our day, we can beat anyone. But after that, after that shambolic performance as well, like you just have to think like, shit.
Talking. See, Dom, talking about this game, kan? It's not. I know lah. Maybe kita concede of goals, but it's not because of their orang kata brilliance or individual brilliance, but it's also because of mistake of our defense. Two goals of mistake because of Bailey punya clearance tak jadi. Another one because of those two flop of the season so far, Maguire and Shaw. Kan? Dia tak clear that ball. So
Okay,
that's why I
assuming
say
Pijal, if just now somehow that mistake didn't happen, but we played the way that we played, will you still be happy?
yes, I'll still be happy because I know we have the players that can counter attack them, they can beat them, they can hurt them.
No,
We
based
have
on
the
our
players.
performance just now, just regardless of the goal they scored, we played with the players that we played, the style that we played, whatever that we did. I don't know, whatever formation, whatever system that we played just now.
Yes.
You are truly, truly happy.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
think,
Pizza,
yes.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro. But I don't know
Yeah.
whether.
No, but actually,
betul.
Dom,
Because
can I ask you a question? You know, everybody blames Ole, and yes, to a certain extent, yes, right? He chooses the players and things like that. But these players are making very basic mistakes on the pitch. Now, how much can you coach, right? How much can you coach? Sure, you shouldn't leave the ball, to pass you and let the guy get a touch onto it. Mentally, you should be strong enough to know, look, half time is coming, clear the ball, right? And this is something training also. I mean, you cannot blame the training lah. This is individual mistakes. You look at the Leicester game. How many mistakes by Maguire is simple, stupid mistakes. The first one when Dia passed the ball. I mean, you should rush to the ball and clear it, not wait for the ball to come get robbed of the ball. Okay, these are individual mistakes on the pitch, right? These shouldn't be happening. Whether or not the coaching is not good or Ole is not good, right? But these kind of individual mistakes are the ones that are costing us big time, resulting in goal. Look at how many defensive mistakes in the last games. So you cannot tell me it's just Ole. It's the players, the defenders have to take ownership. They have to take ownership.
But how about
And that's
the
why
way?
I agree with you when you say, I'm fed up of them coming out and saying, sorry. Yeah, I agree. Don't come out and say sorry. Freaking rectify it. Don't make this kind of individual stupid mistakes in the game.
Okay, and then regardless of the mistakes, the individual mistakes, again, my question is the way that we are playing. If you again, it's clear cut because you can actually see the way City is playing and the way that we were playing. You can actually see the system and one. Actually, I think Arteta actually said this when he was appointed the manager of Arsenal that time. Okay, sorry, I got to quote Arteta, but then he actually mentioned that each player should know the role that they're supposed to do. If you're supposed to go to the cabinet to get a glass, you're going to go there and get a glass. That's it. I really, today, my eyes is like open. I really see that we really don't have a system. I'm more frustrated more of that. If we lost 2-0, but we actually tried playing a system, right? I would have been, okay, we go again, the kind of mentality. But this one is like really, there's nothing you can actually pluck out from this, There's nothing good, like regardless of mistakes or what. Yeah, everything.
You see, that's the thing. That's why I was saying from the start already, from the last time I was on the show also as well. What is our style of play? If we lost today too, like we said, if we lost 2-0 today, but we actually had, a system in place where we actually tried, you can, okay, what, we gave them a good fight. Hello, this is Old Trafford, This is not freaking Etihad or the Etihad. We go here, we have to dominate the games. We have to take it to them. But nothing was there. We have 11 players on the pitch, 11 in full-blooded internationals also. It's not sebarang player, like tepi jalan, But these are full-blooded internationals who can actually kick a football, earning 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand a week. But they can't even freaking trap the ball. What does that tell you? They can't even do a simple overlap. There's no idea there. What is Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing? Staying at the back.
Exactly.
What is he crossing blindly, not even looking up? His positioning is all over the place. Maguire, don't say lah, Maguire. Bloody useless fridge. 80 million, the most expensive fridge on the planet. Even more expensive than my Samsung fridge. At least my Samsung fridge can give me ice. This one cannot give me ice at all. Maybe hot me got lah. And then, I mean, like, okay, you know what? I need to say this also as well. He is my favorite player of all time. He is the GOAT. But come on, Ronnie, you still need to come back also and help the team at the same time also. Yeah, he did a couple of headers out, like he's right, but he needs to do more than that. He needs to actually be there for the players also as well, create some space also as well, because we can't just keep lofting the ball to him, because that's what the players have been doing. Maybe that's the only style of play lah. See the ball, see Ronaldo there, pass to him. Hello, ini bukan darjah 6, bro. Darjah 6, pass to the best player. Ini bukan darjah 6 punya, bro. Ini Manchester United, ini English Premier League tau. Come on. What's our style of play? This one, I tell you, I honestly speaking lah, if JDT were to go up against this team, I think JDT might win. Seriously, I think JDT might just win. That's how I feel right now. I just want to say to these players, You guys are representing the badge. You guys are Manchester United Football Club. Millions of fans around the world would die to put on that shirt. You should start thinking, that the history behind it, what it means to millions of people around the world, millions of fans around the world. We all grew up supporting United. We all know the history. We all know the story behind it. And what you guys are doing right now is criminal. Criminal to the name Manchester United Football Club. The people that built this football club from 1878, those railway workers, the bus beeps, George Best, Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton, Sir Alex Ferguson, the class of 92, you are spitting on them. You are spitting on the beauty of Manchester United, the biggest football club in the world. I'm going to tell you guys right now, man, you guys don't deserve to wear the shirt. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a club legend. I'm sorry to say, today you lost my respect. You seriously lost all of my respect because you tarnish your own name. You tarnish your own brand. You tarnish your own legacy in this football club. I'm done with you. I'm seriously done with you, Ole. Enough.
Just to echo what Eriton mentioned. Yeah, it's so hold on for a bit more negativity. Okay, the way that we were playing, I think it was more like target practice for De Gea. So it was like, I think for the first half, everything was played only in our half. There was literally nothing going forward. Okay, maybe, Doc, anything you want to add on to Aaron Wan-Bissaka or wing backs or anything like that?
I think every time City came forward, they broke through too easily. Right? When you're playing 5 at the back with your 2 wing backs, they shouldn't be able to penetrate you so easily. And that was what was happening today. So the performance from everyone at the back was poor. I think even Fred and McTominay in the center, whenever they won the ball, they couldn't keep hold of it for very long. Right? So inherently, there's a midfield problem, obviously. Okay. And that is why actually today I would have liked to see Van der Beek, because he came in the last game and he did something. I would have expected him to start actually. Because every time we got the ball, we lost it. We didn't, not even 2-3 passes, we lost it. And they were, the waves of City attack to come back again. So there is a problem from midfield. But again, if you're playing 5 at the back, you should be able to at least control those runs past you, and they're not doing it. How many times Cancelo, broke down the left, Foden, Cancelo, easily, too easy. When you're playing 5 at the back, it shouldn't be happening. We conceded so many chances, and we were, we said against not Liverpool, Spurs. Oh, they didn't have a shot on target. Yeah, that Spurs team was poor, and I also mentioned it, right? But today we are playing a very good City team. They broke through the 5 easily. What's the point of playing 5 when you could just play 4 and added the extra man in midfield or added the extra man up front, at least to counter attack? Right? Playing 5, you should be able to break down the attacks and at least hold on to the ball. We couldn't even do that. And every time we cleared, the City wave just came back again. So that the part that was disappointing for me. The key is now we got a series of, I think, easier games to come in the next few games. I think Watford, Burnley, whatever not. This is where we need to make sure we go on a long run, whether or not Ole is at the helm or not. We need to go on a winning run, try to claw back some points. Hopefully the other teams on top take some points of each other. It's quite far, 11 points before even going into the Christmas period. But again, like Pijal did say, the league takes shape after the Christmas period, and we hope we don't fall further behind and we can claw back some points by then, and then push towards the end of the season. There's still a lot of football to be played, whether or not in the league. We're barely 11-12 games in. Okay, there's still a lot of games to be played in the Champions League. There's still the FA Cup. There's still trophies to win, but we still should get behind the team. And again, I reiterate, whether or not you want Ole out or Ole in, as a fan, you should be going in thinking United can win, no matter who's at the helm, right? No matter who's at the helm, no matter who's playing. Sometimes I hear, just because Maguire is playing, we're going to lose. Or Fred is playing, we're going to lose. I think that is, as fans, we just should go in positive. No matter Ole is there, Ole is out, somebody else is in, we still should go in with that kind of positivity. The team is going to do well.
Okay, comment by Brian Lee. Back 3, back 4, back 5, back side. It doesn't seem to work. Okay, the moderator actually just highlighted that the next 3 EPL games is Watford. Not easy games, man. Watford, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So I don't know. But Pijal, definitely, I think I agree with you, and then probably you agree with me that we actually have the quality. Okay, maybe we are going through a period whereby we're having a mental block, like you mentioned. So do you think that this international break will actually do good for for the United players, or do you think that it's better that we have the Watford game right after this so that they can actually redeem themselves before they take a 2-week break?
If you ask me, if you ask me, I prefer that the players stick together. Orang kata betulkan balik salah-salah yang diorang buat, and then go actually for the next game in order to rectify all the mistakes yang dia dah buat for the past 2 games. You can see that the players are showing some improvement after the Liverpool game. At least they have 1 week of training, and then they show it against Spurs, and then they show it some orang kata never say die attitude against Atalanta. So this internationally, orang kata yalah, hopefully it's a blessing in disguise in terms of hopefully after the international break, players can start performing in terms of they have, especially on the defensive side. I don't worry about the attacking side. I worry much more about the defensive side. After the international break, please have some belief that you are a defender who can defend. Now, don't be like I'm someone who just play for Man United, just be a fridge, standing there doing nothing. So hopefully international break ni, Shaw and Maguire, I'm not sure. Shaw masuk England dapat England
I think he got a concussion and what, so I don't know whether he will be playing or not, because the injury just now seems bad. I don't know whether it's I don't know the extent of it, but for him to be subbed out, I think probably it's quite bad. Maybe dia tak main.
So I just hope that all the international players pick up their form back lah, because what they call that, form is temporary, class is permanent. So I hope this after international break show some class, show that they are really passionate about the club, show that they love the club, just all out play for the United.
Okay,
I mean, to be fair, right, Dom, it's City lah, okay? And City are a really good squad. We've seen that over the last few years. That's why they are winners. Like, they're winning a lot of trophies and things like that. They are a good squad. So even if we had been in good form, this would have been a tough game, no matter what lah, okay? We know they hold on to the ball. We've won the couple of games last season against them, but even in those games, we only had about 20 to 30%. We know that, right? So maybe this game came at the wrong time, and we already, lost a few games, and it was a definitely going to be a tough game lah, and there's a high chance of losing it as well. So to use this as a yardstick may not be right, but again, what I would have expected at least for some fight lah today. Every time we had the ball, some count. When you attack, a proper counter attack, and really shots on goal. I think we only had like one shot on goal. I think
the Ronaldo one.
Yeah. So again, even the ones that we did have on target, I think there were a few offsides and things. So what I would have expected, even if we had lost, a decent performance, where you gave it their all, had a lot of shots on target, keeper safe, or things like that, right? That would have given me at least some confidence. The problem is we didn't even see that, right? And again, it is a City team that's very good. We know that, but so it's a tough situation. He was given 3 games. You got 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. But again, none of the 3 performances were really convincing. So what happens then, right? Problem is now Conte has gone to Spurs, and probably he would have been the most obvious choice to replace Ole lah. I think even as a panel, some of us agree Zidane may not be tactically brilliant, right? And Conte probably would have been the right guy. Something like what happened to Tuchel last year. Now he's gone. So what are your options? Again, if there's no options, again, would you then sack the doctor?
I don't know. Like I was thinking that with this kind of current, I mean, it gets to a point. It's like again, like I mentioned, it's toxic already. I feel. I mean, yes, I love United. Don't get me wrong, but like you got this kind of feeling that, oh yes, I'm going to support the team. Yes, we're going to go for a win. But then it's like somehow it's not a very real kind of sensation. When you're very confident and whatnot. So this is the kind of like, it's like you dread to watch, knowing that we will play. I mean, we will play like what we are playing currently. No fight, no nothing. I think that is the one that is tiring. It's not so much about the results. Results, yes, probably, but that is secondary. But like you mentioned, the fight, the way that the players are pushing onwards, there's nothing in that. And then for us fans, that is what that actually fuels us. True fans, we want to see this kind of performance. Yes, goals and points, yes, but at least we want to see a fight. But if there's no fight, there's nothing. How can you expect us fans to be excited for a game? To have like blind belief and whatnot going into a game.
Yeah, let me echo what you say, Doc. Dom. We as Manchester United fans, we're an optimistic bunch. Like what you said, Doc, as well. We go into every game thinking and believing where we can win. But something's got to give here. Seriously, something is wrong somewhere. It could be the players, could be the coach, could be the board. We don't know, but we can clearly tell that something is wrong somewhere. We don't know why the team is not clicking. We have a bunch of stars. I think Peter Drury or what's his co-commentator said it the best. Manchester United is like the Milky Way. Loads of shooting stars, but not too far off from a black hole. That's what we are right now. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to add from this because why we really, really would like to believe in the team. We like to believe there's a happy ending to this, to a happy ending to the story of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the manager. He was a legend for us, brilliant player. But what he's done to his legacy as Manchester United manager in his past 3 years cannot be salvaged anymore. And I don't see anything changing anytime soon. Because if you tell me after the back of that performance, and especially the Liverpool performance, if things are going to change, I tell you, you might just believe in fairy tales and maybe Santa Claus is still real. Because let me tell you, Jack, he ain't real. Santa Claus ain't real. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ain't Tuchel. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ain't Klopp. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ain't Pep Guardiola. Yes, you might just say so. Zidane might not be the one because why you say okay, like, oh, he's not a tactical magician, blah blah blah. 3 Champions League back to back. Not an amateur coach can do that. No, you put Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in that team, maybe you think he can win. Part of the fact they had Cristiano Ronaldo at the peak of his powers, but 3 Champions League back to back. I don't think anyone has ever done that, lah. Zinedine Zidane, if he's available, why just give him a shot? It can't be worse than this, lah. Seriously, guys, it cannot be worse than what we have right now. Please go back and think a bit, because right now I'm seriously on the verge of tears thinking of what has happened to my beloved football team, because I cannot understand how people can still accept mediocrity that if I was doing that kind of performance in my own company, I would have been fired a long time ago already. But yet this fella is still in a job. These players are still doing silly mistakes. You might say so, they have to take accountability also. But maybe they lost confidence in that joker already. Maybe they lost confidence in that fella. Maybe they lost confidence in his tactics. It's like, okay, he's just asking us to do this. We don't want to kena scolding. We don't want to get dropped like that fridge, $80 million fridge, 80 million pound fridge. I don't want to, stop in the next game, like, cause he speaks like a robot, like. That's why I'm trying to imitate him. I don't want to get dropped in my next game. I'll just follow what the manager says. So, please, I really, really don't want to be a downer here, but something has really got to give. A change needs to happen right now. I cannot wait anymore. I seriously cannot wait.
But you know what? His legacy as a player should never be tarnished by whatever happens here.
Definitely.
No, and this is what I hear, Dom. You got fans who are asking him to F off from the club. Come on, he's a club legend. He won us the Champions League. Whatever not stuff. You can say it was in the past, but he deserves that legacy. He was not his sort of choice to take over as manager, right? We brought him in. The club brought him in. Why they brought him in was because he knows the United way. And to give him credit, he came in at a time when it was really toxic post Mourinho, and he has made some changes that have actually, now people have forgotten. All the toxicity has gone away. The feel good feeling came back with his interim run. Yes, granted, when he was made permanent manager, it went downhill and all that initially. But I mean, come on. Even with him at the helm last year, we reached the final. Okay, yes, it was not the Champions League, but it was Europa Cup. And the feeling I had on the morning of the Europa Cup was like, wow, we are back in a final. That feeling was so good. Yeah. Yes, we may have lost it.
But the question is right now, he's not longer the player. He's the manager.
He's not that. He's not that.
I gotta say this thing, Doc. I mean, yes, I totally agree with what you just said about. I mean, we gotta give him respect and whatnot. But then, right, he has to do the right thing, and he has to leave. If not, it will turn toxic. Because the passion, right? Football fans are the most passionate people. They will go the most extreme high and they will go the extreme low. You cannot, judge people by the comments that they give and whatnot. This is out of passion. They don't know how to channel their frustration anymore. And the longer that he stays, the toxicity is going to grow more and more. And we're going to see more and more of this. And we're going to see our good friends, our United fans, our good friends, they're going to turn, and then they're going to be somebody that it's going to be the polar opposite of what they were like maybe last year. So
Yeah.
really, for the sake of the fan base, for the sake of the love for football in general, he needs to do the right thing. He needs to do the right thing, or somebody needs to do the right thing. Maybe I think he's actually waiting for the sack or whatnot. But then no one is going to sack him. The owner is not going to sack him and whatnot. Yes, Pijal, you are the.
I have a question. You guys keep on saying if can. If Ole turns it around after international break, is it okay with you guys or not?
Hey, I tell you right now,
Hey.
Pijala, I will be the happiest person alive
Yes,
if Ole Gunnar
yes,
Solskjaer
yes,
turns it around.
yes,
I will be seriously the
yes.
happiest person alive. But I don't
Yes.
see it happening. Just like I don't see myself growing a beard, because why? I cannot grow a beard. The same thing is that that's how much hope I have in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lah. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer turns it around right now and he wins 10 games on the trot, I'll be the happiest person. I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll shave my hair
Yes.
bald just for you also as well, Pijal. Seriously.
Yes.
But it's not going to happen. It's seriously not going to happen. That's how much I love Manchester United. No, I really want the manager to do well. But at the same time, we have to face facts. It's not going to change. Benda ni takkan berubah sampai bila-bila masa kalau Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kat sana. Sebab ada 3 tahun dia kat sana, bro. 3 tahun masih tak tukar lagi. Masih tak tukar, masih sama je taktik dia. Kalau ada taktik lah yang tu. Kalau ada taktik lah. Sebab tu pun aku tak tahu kalau ada taktik ke tidak. Tapi 3 tahun dah dia kat sana, bro. Ada perubahan tak? Langsung tak ada perubahan lah, bro. Itu je aku nak cakap lah.
I think guys, we edit at this high note lah. Okay, so we will be back live tomorrow for the player ratings. Okay, so please don't forget, vote for your man of the match if there's any, and also please rate the players, and then we will come live tomorrow at 10 p.m. We'll see you guys as usual. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell notification.
Ding dong.
At least Doc is still cool with me, Doc.
And make sure the rating you keep it up to 8, because the one guy probably deserves an 8, and he's an obvious man of the match also.
I'm gonna okay, for this one, right, I'm just gonna read out, tomorrow's rating, I'm gonna read out who actually voted for him 8 lah. I think there's only one lah, and I reckon I know who already lah. But anyway, prove me wrong,
I would
guys.
give him a 9, dude.
Okay, with that, okay, good night guys, we'll see you tomorrow.